Okay, let's break down It's Never Too Late. A lot of things that I really want to point out to you with this song. Firstly, the feeling of the song is gentle, yet it's kind of really in the pocket when you're playing it. And there's some things about it when I point them out to you that you may realize, oh, that's why it sounded so nice at that point or whatever. The verse part, this part, there's that underneath. You got, right, you got the melody over the top, but you got this underneath. And that's a real, that creates the kind of haunting sound that is behind it, you know. So you got that. And I know I couldn't have written a song like this if I hadn't listened to all the people that I've listened to. You know, Paul McCartney said, you can't put out unless you take in. And he's absolutely right. The composers that I've listened to are all wonderful. You know, speaking of Paul McCartney, he's one of my big influences. The Beatles, of course, were a big influence on me. But then you've got Neil Diamond, James Taylor, Carole King, Alison Krauss, and Union Station. You've got so many songwriters out there that I've listened to that I draw on all the time. And I just know that I would never been able to write a song like this if I hadn't taken a lot of music in first. All right. So there's that I wanted to point out. The other thing is, in the breakdown section, you're going to have to get used to using that position. Now, the other thing I wanted to point out to you, like, it's quite a stretch, right? You've got that going on, and where your strength is, you're holding it right here. And when you first start doing this section of the song, this thumb is going to ache like crazy. So be ready for that. If it doesn't, I'll be very surprised. So in order to get the kind of clarity that we're looking for, you're going to need the strength. Now, the first thing I noticed when I started playing that section there, when I wrote the song, was that each time I got to it, after I got used to the fact of setting up that position with my left hand, I noticed that I was slightly pulling it out of tune. And it sounds awful if it's not like dead in tune. So be prepared for those things. When you first start doing these positions, you may play them a little out of tune. And you've just got to get used to where the strength of your grip is to create the beautiful sustain and the good tuning. And that takes strength with this left hand. I just wanted to point that out for you. All right, let's start with the song from the top. And it starts like this. Now we bring in the E bass. So the song starts with the B bass, C bass, E bass, right? That's the opening phrase. Okay? So my now, the first verse. So that's a B minor. And that's almost a violin sound. Because that's the same note. See that? That's the influence of Irish music, right there. That's Irish right there. As I'm just so glad that I've heard a lot of Irish music, because it's influenced me in such a good way as a writer and a player. So let me just slow that down for you. E minor. I'm kind of pulling those off. G. I'm pointing out that I'm using my thumb. I'm not doing that like most players do. When I can use my thumb, I'll always use it, because it gives me the kind of freedom with my fingers and clarity. So that's why I use my thumb. See that? I'll start at the top of the verse again for you. Here we go. Let me do that again. All right, and then we set up for the first chorus. Okay, let me play the first verse one more time for you, nice and slowly, so you can see all the moves. Here we go. 3, 4. Now, here comes the chorus. Okay, before I go any further, let me show you what my right hand is doing so you can understand the mechanics of playing this chorus. So it's with my thumb. Right. See that? So the thumb is going boom, chick, boom, chick, boom, chick. The fingers are doing something. So thumb, fingers. See that? So musically it sounds like this. In tempo, it really works well. You know, it's a very vocal sounding part, isn't it? So yeah, so it's thumb going boom chick, fingers doing that other part. The other thing I wanted to point out, with the melody line, I'm pulling off there like that. So my little finger's coming down. It's never too late. Now I'm using that A minor ninth chord. Right. And when I do that, I'm creating lots of space by all those notes sustaining. Right? So this is, the notes are shorter. Because it's never too late. Something like that in my head when I play that. But this, it's like the little vocal chorus bit at the end of the chorus. It sounds like two singers, you know, like imagine if Alison Krauss sang that and she doubled her vocal. She put a Everly Brothers harmony on that. That's what is in my mind when I'm coming up with that kind of stuff, you know. And because that's a sweet kind of softer tone, and those two notes, what I'm purposely doing is going, you hear that's a lot sharper than, so it almost sounds like the bass part there, I'm making it a little sharper sounding so it sustains a bit like the bottom end of a piano, bong, like that, and then, 'cause it's never too late, comes out almost breathy sounding. So this is one frequency, this is another, but yet it's all within the one instrument. And that's how my brain works here. So see that? It's a subtle thing, but I wanted to point it out to you because it's really important into the overall feeling of this song. So I'll play the chorus for you with that ending part. So, see that? That's another vocal. Second verse and second chorus, exactly the same. And we come to the end of the second chorus. Now we're setting up for the bridge. And this is probably the hardest part in the song. I notice my calluses is sounding very close to my pick today. There's the pick. There's my callus. Not bad, huh? All right, so I'll set up for the bridge section now. So now, what's difficult about this part is getting that to sustain while going. That's tough to get that to sound really sweet. I'll just do that move for you really slowly. See that? Then it goes. So let me play that for you all the way, nice and slowly. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, so I'll play it one more time for you so you can hear it. So that's open, then, and I switch to that position, and that's where I'm kind of anchored down there. And then you're set up for the next verse. Okay, that part there, this part, that there, let me just show you what my right hand is doing. It's actually a banjo roll, but don't tell anybody that. And that sets you up. And I play those last three notes with my thumb pick upstrokes. Let me play the whole bridge for you now in tempo, nice and steady, so you can see the whole thing and how it works. Last verse. Now what I do there, on the very last time, and I only do this once in the song, I pause. I don't go out of time, I just pause on the on that E minor chord. I'll show you why. This sounds nice. Here we go. Last chorus. And the last time we do one more of those, and it's just something that vocalists would do in a song like this if they were singing it. They would maybe say the song title one more time, you know, like that. So we pause. And what I do at the end there is an upstroke with using my what's left of my pinky. So, and I got that technique idea. I got that from Earl Klug, but back in the 70s. So thank you, Earl, for your reversing pinky stuff. It's such a beautiful sound. It sounds particularly nice on steel strings too. So that's what I do there. Pause. And get ready for the applause.